Oh, the light's still messed up. Oh, wow. This is 10 non-yarny things with Sherry from Spinning a Yarn. Yay! I forgot what I said in my last video. I tried it, and I was doing really good with it. And then, the light situation. I have a little bit of a headache, so I've got, everything shut up and closed up, and I was trying to do it at sunrise, and, well, I had managed it, but, oh, it's okay. Okay, you guys are gonna notice a slight change in the light because I have my notes on my tablet, so don't mind me. Alright, number 1. I have multiple sclerosis. It's just luck of the draw. That's what I have. And it has caused some physical deformities. Occasionally when my eyes will get tired and I see how it's tilted in. That's okay. That's fine. But, my legs will jump. I have acute hearing. Sorry, my eye itches. The fan's on, so yeah. It's cold too. It's very, very crisp this morning. It was awesome. It felt very nice, and I had my poncho on. I was all snuggled in. It was a great morning. All right. So with MS, I have heat issues. My other issues are I've been paralyzed probably around 35 times. I have relapsing remitting MS. That means I get better. I get worse, but I also get better. So if I have, sorry, I'm holding my phone. If I have, if I'm paralyzed, I go to the hospital. They give me anti-inflammatory steroids. I get better. Slowly but surely, I get better. I found out I had MS at 18. It's been suspected since 14 due to my issues. And I was always sick at school. And I was always going, Grandma, take me home. Grandma, I'm tired. Grandma, I'm not feeling good. Because Mama worked. And Daddy worked. And Grandpa, he said, no, you go to school. Oh, crap. I remember it. And I remember I was so sick one day. I could not stay at school. I was just horribly sick. And I was tired. And I had issues. And my speech was gone. And my eyes were messing up. And so I called my grandma. My grandma wasn't home. But my grandpa released me. He said, all right, go home. Okay. So I walked from high school. Yeah, I was in high school. I was, I think, a freshman. I don't know. Oh, my eyes are dry. Stupid fan. You can come out here, by the way. Anyways, so I was talking to somebody else. Oh yeah, that's right. It's the last time I saw my great-grandpa. I love my great-grandpa. So I walked from the high school 2 blocks over, and then it's like 1, 2, and it was like 15 blocks up. So it was 2 blocks to the east, and then like maybe not 50, maybe it was 10 blocks to the south. And that's where the retirement mobile home park was. And I walked to my great-grandpa's house. He had a trailer there. And my great-grandpa didn't really know me, so I went over there. My grandma had just left, and I was too tired and exhausted to do anything. So I sat down with my great-grandpa, and we just had a conversation. and it was awesome. And he had a full head of black hair. Good man. Alright, so back to the MS thing. So they discovered I had MS at 18. They didn't know it was MS. I was paralyzed from neck down. My brother brought a couple buddies over. My mom had taken care of me for a while, and then we couldn't do it anymore because it was bad. So they loaded me up into, my mom brought home a wheelchair, and she loaded me up into the wheelchair. My brother's friends and my brother grabbed a hold of that wheelchair, and they carted my butt down them stairs, and I'm still chunky. So I was like probably 220 at the time. And they carted my butt down the stairs. And my parents all loaded up and loaded me up. And then my mom, my dad, and, excuse me. I'm not sure if my sister was there or not. Excuse me. Not sure. Gotta think about this. I don't remember. I mean, I think she came later. And my brother came with my grandparents. Family is really important. They all pulled together and we all drove to St. Pete. And the doctor there, she started doing tests after test after test. I didn't leave that facility until they figured it out. And they figured it out, I'm going to say within 2 days. They figured out something that they've been testing me for 4 years because I didn't show the signs. And because of my age. My age was my downfall. But they figured it out. And of course they put me in the MRI tube. I don't like that guy. The MRI tube is scary. It is, and it's loud, and it makes noises, and it vibrates too. And if you're in the tube and you're kind of chunky, your arms touch the tube. And I have kind of broad shoulders. I have my grandpa's build. And so I felt the tube shaking on my arms after they relaxed in the tube. And it's like, oh. And they put this cage on your face. You know, the face hugger? It looked kind of scary. But they took MRIs, they took spinal fluid. Oh, I remember when you've got me, right? Big girl. They're trying to get spinal fluid for me. So my sister at the time, she had came up there, and she was holding me up by, right there by your collarbone. You got these little points where you can hold somebody where it won't hurt them. She's holding me up, and she's slowly lowering me until the doctor can get the needle into my spine to get the spinal fluid. And I'm crying because I don't know what's going on. My sister, she was awesome. She stayed up there with me a lot. All right, getting emotional. Touching my nose. There we go. No more emotion. Alright. So I have MS. My MS affects my vision, my legs. Because I'm stuck in a wheelchair right now, but that's due to weakness of my MS. Hearing. Yeah. My grandma had known years before anybody else did. She started helping to train me to be more in control of my emotions. Worked out pretty good. And when I can't control myself, I usually touch my nose because when you do that, your brain, your nose is like a very important part. It's hardwired in your brain to pay attention. You know what I mean? That's normal human reaction. All right. Number 2. Here comes number 2. I am a spiritualist. I resonate more with the Native American, Wiccan, freelance kind of stuff. I don't really like organized religion because I like to be able to think what I think. I don't want someone to preach to me about things that I can learn from nature. I like to be alone to experience things. I like to be left right next to the garden and just listen, which is a skill a lot of people don't have. You just sit there and kind of meditate, kind of. All right, moving on. We're already getting into 11 minutes. Whew, didn't mean for that to go that long, sorry. All right, number 3, I play D&D. A lot of D&D is imagination, because it's it's like a story in your mind. You've got to be able to see this stuff. So I play D&D. That's Dungeons and Dragons. Dragon Egg Dice Bag. That's why I do that. Number 4, I am the middle child. I love my brother and sister. My family is very important to me. We are extremely close. My sister goes to my mom and dad's house daily. She sees me a couple times a week. She takes me to therapy usually. Or my mom. They switch off back and forth. We meet every week and have family dinner. We love each other and we are there for each other. We support each other. A lot of people I talk to have such horrible relationships with their family. I can understand that because, I've got some issues with my aunt and uncle, but I'm really sad. I'm sad for these people that they don't get to have their family like I do. That's really sad. All right. I used to be a computer game addict. Yeah, me. I was a computer game addict, and I am not ashamed of it. I still teeter back and forth, but I'm pretty much not on the computer game thing anymore. I like to go and occasionally go hang out and be normal. Like a normal person only spends like an hour on the computer a day, on their game, or 2 hours. And then all of a sudden you're going 16 hours a day, and then 18 hours a day, and you're doing it for years upon years, and slowly, surely losing yourself in your games, saying goodbye to your friends, which is my biggest regret. I lost so much time with those people that I'll never get back. Alright, moving on. Before I get more emotional, jeez. It's like emotion day or something. Alright, I don't have children. I want children. I really do. I don't know. My body's just not doing what it's supposed to be doing. I'm not having children. I want children. I'm probably going to have to end up adopting, which is okay. I want someone, because think about it. All of your pets are your adopted kids too. And I have 4 dogs. And a lot of these dogs should have been at the shelter. And the only one that we actually bought was Luna the boxer, because I wanted a boxer. Boxers are just golden dogs. They're silly, they're stupid, they're stubborn. They're they're like a permanent toddler, maybe. They're cute. I have a weight issue. Yes, I do. I like to eat. I love the way things taste. I like coffee. I like tea. I like my addiction when I was younger was bread, crackers, bread. Oh, fresh made bread. Oh, pasta. And now I'm gluten free. So it's like, well, I have to be. Gluten is a inflammatory thing. So a lot of people with the autoimmune diseases end up going gluten free. I haven't been to the hospital in the last year or two, and a lot of it is because I think my gluten allergy was acting up. So I think that was another reason I was going to the hospital. Sorry. I know that my eye is just like dry and craziness over here. Let's see, we were talking about weight, and that was my thing. I lost a lot of weight after I was diagnosed with MS, and they were trying to get me on disability, because I was very sick, and I was going to the hospital every 2 months. You're wondering how I'm 36. I was diagnosed at 18 to 36. In between there, I had been paralyzed like 35-ish times. I was going to the hospital every 2 months when I was younger because they couldn't get me under control. I wasn't gluten-free then. They could not get me under control. My MS was still going crazy. What I consider under control is going to the hospital once or twice a year. I consider that under control. And I have horrible veins, and the IV people come, you're like, no. But hey, you get your medicine through your IV, so we gotta get the IV. I believe in soulmates. This is number 8. Woo! I believe in soulmates. I believe in reincarnation. It happens sometimes. It could happen. There is no authority that says that it can't happen. There is no absolute. I mean, yes, people believe in God and everything. That's perfectly fine. That's great. But there is no absolute person. I mean, saying that people can't be reborn. It's kind of left open for your own decision, and I prefer. Sorry, I can talk. My MS is messing my speech. I personally think that occasionally people are reborn. It's possible. Why not? So, with that in mind, I believe in soul mates. I believe in soul circles. I believe people are reborn continuously with the same souls, the same guides, the same angels, the same spirits around them, because they need those people. Like me, I need my grandma, and my grandma's not here anymore. It took me a long time to recover from that. And no, I'm not recovered from that. I don't think that you recover from a loss like that. I think that you miss them a little less every day. And some days, hey, you miss them more. Today's not that day. Number 9. Psychic work and intuition. I believe in intuition. Women's intuition. I believe in intuition. Technically, that's the type of psychic work. I've had people drive from Miami to come visit me to visit and have their fortunes told and things. And I would do sorry. I would do runic readings. I make spirit boards, and we would use a spirit board, It was a little fun. And there is nothing wrong with that. That's what I want to do. That's my thing. Hey, they're more power to me, I guess. More power to them. Having fun. And I guess that's number 10. I make spirit boards. And I have no problem making them. I like making them. Because I buy oak, right? And it's cut into a sizable. Usually you buy them in 3 feet long pieces, and you have them cut it into 3 sections, so you have them cut twice. And then they're, usually as long as you are, so they're about 25 inches wide, maybe. And then I sit there and I sand it, and I use fine grit sandpaper. I mean, you go from coarse to a little finer. I sand that oak wood, and oak is hardwood, so it takes a while, until it is as smooth as a baby's butt. Yeah, it's very smooth. It's nice. And then I write the alphabet on there, and then I write numbers on there. I do directions, and I've made spirit boards that have a cross on it, and I've had the navy cross one, and I've done ones with the elemental signs. I've done all kinds of ones. My favorite one was the one that had a big sun in it in the background. Oh, that was pretty. But they use it to communicate with their spirit guides, their angels. Hey, whatever makes them happy. I just like making the board. And no, I never made a lot of money doing that. Never did. They paid me for materials. You're not in it for the money. Nobody's in crafting for the money. You're not. You're in it because you want to be in it and you're having fun. That's okay with me. Well, this video went a little longer than I thought it would. And, love you guys. Like, subscribe, leave a comment if you have questions on any of this stuff. I don't mind answering questions. That's like awesome when I do. Make a yarny friend, right? Or a non-yarny friend. You don't have to like yarn to be my friend. Ask anybody around. People, and I love people. Get along with most people. Have a good day. Bye.